In Microsoft Dynamics 365 Business Central, creating documents such as sales orders or purchase orders is really simple. Here I'm in the role center for a sales order processor. To create those transactional documents, I have many different routes in. Because my role center is that of a sales order processor, my quick actions here include sales order, and I can click that and directly create one. I could also go to the list page of sales orders, and from here click New to create a new sales order. The third route I could take would be an account focused route. I'll show that at the end. So for now, I'm going to click the quick way, sales order, and the system opens up a new sales order card page. It's currently blank. I simply press tab, and the system adds in the next number in the number series for this document type. The red star means there's a mandatory field, so I need to complete the customer name. Who do I wish to sell to? Now if I know the customer number, I could start typing this. A lookup will then open up, and it will start to give me all the customers that have that number somewhere within their customer number. And I can choose the line I want with a click or enter. If I don't know the number, but I know the name, I can just start typing it. The system will catch up with me, filter down, and then present me with the matching options. Notice that it's wildcarding and case insensitive here. In fact, if I give it part of the name, it'll show me all the customers with the somewhere in. Not just the name though, this is searching across all the columns. So the Canon Group, great, the device shop. Why is it showing me London Light Company? Because THE appears within Matthew, the contact name. Okay, so you might want to just watch out and narrow things down a bit more, or maybe you give different keyword rather than the part of it. This will also work by the city. So all the companies based in London, or with London in their title. You can also simply scroll down the list with nothing in there at all, find the company you want, select that line with a single click, and the system will then populate the headers of our document with today's date, pull through their contact information. We see already there's a notification at the top of the screen. They are actually above their credit limit, and I can go and investigate this. The credit limit 160,000, and we're above that at the moment. But on this case, I want to choose to continue. I say close. That notification disappears. It won't stop me from proceeding. So what we notice down on the card page further down, the system has pulled through some information from the customer's card page. It's used like a template. So we have their posting groups. If I click show more down here, I know their payment terms code. I know the posting groups that are going to be used. I can see how we normally ship to these guys. All of this I could update. So it could be that for this order, we're not going to use DHL's overnight service. Instead, we're going to use the standard service. Notice it's got 2 days for the shipping time. I select that line and this field updates. That will have an effect on when the system says the customer will to receive their goods. So all of this information has been fed through from the customer card, but I can modify it as we go should I need to. So the meat of the order. All of these fast tabs here, I can either set to show less, I can collapse with a single click, and only open them up when I wish to see the information that's on there. You'll notice some fields stay visible, they're promoted fields. I can hover over and find out what exactly that piece of data is giving me. On the right hand side at all times I have the fact box pane that I get quick overview of their account position. So for example, how many documents they have ongoing as sales orders, how many invoices they've got, and the financial position on the right hand side. As soon as I start to add items, this will become useful to me as well. So what am I selling? I'm selling an item. Now, just like the lookup for the customer, I can click the drop down and I could scroll down to choose the item by number if I wish. If I remember the number, I could type that in. But if I'm not a particularly good robot, what I could do is give it part of the description. So if I type in Paris, for the Paris guest chair, simply tab across, the system's found that and retrieved that for me. On this drop down, I can actually look up by any of these columns that are visible here. So in this case, really it's the number or the description. So now I've pulled through what I want. We see it's pulled through the default location code, the default warehouse that we sell to these guys from. And I need to complete the quantity of 1. When I move off that field, the system has now done a lookup and found the unit price for the item or any specific sales prices that this customer qualifies for. So we see the unit price, £125.10p. If I scroll across, there's lots of other information that I can view. Particularly we see the current position, we have 1 to ship, nothing shipped, 1 to invoice, nothing yet invoiced. As soon as I entered that one line for the currently selected line, this fact box on the right hand side, the sales line details fact box, gives me an overview of the position with that item. So here's the item number confirmed, the quantity I'm utilizing, and how many we actually have in inventory and available now. And you see the blue fields are clickable if I want to go and investigate that item availability. If there were special prices or discounts available, I would see a 1, 2 or 3 here, depending on how many special price or discounts were actually available to this customer for this item. This is a simple run through, so I'm going to keep this one fairly straightforward. If that's the order completed, then I can go up to order confirmation and email or print that confirmation. The request page comes up. At the moment these are set to archive this document. If I hit preview, I can see the confirmation that the customer will receive. From here I can download a copy to save locally, or I can print. Back on my order, if I didn't want to have the fact box pane visible on the right hand side, I can click the little eye in a circle to give me a wider view of my actual order, although that is very useful information for reference, particularly for your stock availability for the currently selected line. So in this simple scenario, I'm not using warehousing, so I'm now ready to confirm that we've shipped these out to the customer. So on posting, I choose post. I could ship an invoice in one go. I'm actually going to just ship for this first one to create the posted sales shipment. On the order, we see it's updated here. There's nothing left to ship because we only had a quantity of 1. 1 is showing as shipped, but I've not yet invoiced. Up on the header of the document, up on the command bar here, I can see documents. There are no invoices yet, but if I click shipments, I can access that posted sales shipment. This is the line, manage, view, and I can see that document, that posted sales shipment document. If I'd added links and notes, they will be passed through from the order onto the posted sales shipment. I click out of these pages. Back on my order, I need to send the invoice to the customer. So, simplest way, and there are others, but on this one I'm going to invoice again from the sales order. So if I hit post, posting and then post, and choose to invoice, and OK. That's generated a posted sales invoice for me. The sales order in the background, because it's been fully shipped and invoiced, the full quantity requested has been shipped and invoiced, this sales order will actually be deleted unless I've chose to set up archiving. I don't lose any data because that's been transferred to my sales shipment and my sales invoice. So yes, to go and see the posted sales invoice. And this is that document that I just created. Again, I can show more, so see the full details, or show less for each of these tabs. The lines show me what was actually ordered, and any discounts or otherwise. If I wish to see the related document, the posted sales shipment, from the invoice, I can do this with the correct line selected. I can go to line and then item shipment lines. It will show me the one or more shipment lines that relate to this invoice. And then navigate line and show document will let me open up that posted sales shipment. Clicking the grey or the back or escape will let me close these down, as will close. The alternative route to create a simple sales order, if I'm starting from the actual account, so on the customer's list page or on the customer card itself, I can generate a new document directly from here. So if I do new document, sales order, tab for the next number in sequence. The advantage here is it pre-fills the headers for me with the customer that I'm wishing to sell to, because I came from that customer card, or I came from that customer in the list page. I can then continue, use the lookups to let me add whatever item I wish. Give it part of the name. It finds the Antwerp conference table. I press enter to accept this, pulls it through, and I just complete the quantity that I wish to sell. I can then proceed to other steps such as order confirmation, release it so it's visible to the warehouse, or proceed myself with shipping and invoicing from the actual order.